year 2025 has just begun, and predictions made by The Simpsons already seem to be coming true. The wildfires in Los Angeles have spread fear over thousands of acres, destroying countless homes. A similar scene was shown in The Simpsons 9 years ago, on September 25, 2016, depicting an American town engulfed in flames, turning into ashes and smoke. After the fire was extinguished, aerial photos of Los Angeles County emerged, astonishingly resembling the scene from The Simpsons. But how much truth is there in this? What is the secret behind The Simpsons predicting the future years in advance? You may have seen this famous photo multiple times before, the one from 2017 where Donald Trump, Saudi King Salman, and the Egyptian president were seen placing their hands on a glowing orb. Interestingly, The Simpsons had already shown a similar scene back in 2002. But what is the real truth behind this? Is it actually true that powerful people have everything planned in advance? And apart from the Los Angeles wildfire, which other The Simpsons predictions for 2025 have a chance of coming true? Viewers, The Simpsons is a legendary animated sitcom series, with its first episode broadcasted at a time when most of us weren't even born, on December 17, 1989. Since then, over 700 episodes have been released, making it the longest-running scripted show in history, both in the cartoon and drama categories. Initially, this cartoon was popular only among children, but now it has no age limit on its audience. The biggest reason for its widespread appeal is the events depicted in the show, which have later turned out to be true in real life. There is an extensive list of The Simpsons predictions that have come true in the past. In a 1998 episode, Homer Simpson was seen standing in front of a blackboard, writing a mathematical equation while trying to invent something new. At that time, nobody paid much attention to this clip, but 14 years later, in 2012, scientists discovered the Higgs boson particle, also known as the God particle. The Higgs boson is a fundamental particle in the universe that gives everything its mass. Without it, nothing would have weight, and perhaps stars, planets, and even human existence wouldn't be possible. That's why it is called the God particle. The discovery of the God particle was astonishing, but what was even more surprising was that physicists who discovered it in 2012 confirmed that the equation written on the blackboard in The Simpsons was eerily close to the actual calculation of the Higgs boson's mass. Moving forward, in a March 1995 episode, Lisa Simpson was shown in London. In the scene, the famous Big Ben Tower is visible, with the London Bridge in the background. However, there was one element in this picture that did not exist at that time: a cone-shaped skyscraper. How did The Simpsons know that exactly 17 years later, at this very spot, a skyscraper of the same shape would be built, which is now known as the Shard? The construction of this building only began in 2009. 14 years after that The Simpsons episode aired. How can such a massive coincidence happen? Even if we accept that this was just a random guess, how do we explain another eerie prediction from The Simpsons? In a 1998 episode, the 20th Century Fox logo was shown. At first glance, it seemed normal, but upon closer inspection, a line underneath read, "A division of Walt Disney Co." However, back then, 20th Century Fox was not owned by Disney. It was only 21 years later that Walt Disney actually acquired 20th Century Fox in reality. In the year 2000, an episode titled Bart to the Future depicted Lisa as the President of the United States. In one scene, she is shown dealing with a financial crisis and blames it on the policies of the previous president, specifically mentioning Donald Trump. The question is, how could The Simpsons predict this when at that time Trump was just a well-known businessman with no real chances of becoming president? The clip from this episode went viral 16 years later when Trump was elected as the U.S. president in 2016. In another scene, The Simpsons showed Trump descending an escalator, and an almost identical moment occurred in real life in 2015 when Trump announced his candidacy at Trump Tower. In a 1998 episode, Lisa is seen showing a list of future Nobel Prize winners. If you look closely, one of the names on the list is Bengt R. Holmstrom. Shockingly, this episode aired in 1998, but Bengt Holmstrom actually won the Nobel Prize in 2016. These predictions have made The Simpsons incredibly famous. People are astonished at how this animated series accurately predicts future events. The questions running through your mind are the same as those in mine, but before jumping to conclusions, let's analyze these predictions logically. In one episode, Lisa visits London and sees that the Big Ben Tower has a digital clock instead of its traditional analog clock. Completely replacing Big Ben's clock with a digital one may seem impossible, but it's not entirely out of the question. In 2022, renovations were carried out on the Big Ben Tower, and there were discussions about temporarily installing a digital display for special events. Could it be that 2025 is the year when this actually happens? Only time will tell. Moving on to the next prediction. The first female U.S. president. In the history of the United States, there has never been a female president. The Simpsons predicted that America will eventually have one. In 2016, Hillary Clinton contested the elections but did not succeed. In 2024, Kamala Harris also ran, but now Donald Trump has been re-elected. Since he will officially take office on January 20th, 2025, how could a female president come into power this year? This idea surfaced in another episode of The Simpsons where a small badge with Ivanka 2028 was shown. It's possible that Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka might announce her candidacy for the 2028 elections in 2025. However, she is currently not an active part of American politics. Moving forward, in a 2010 episode titled The Fool Monty, The Simpsons depicted Mr. Burns creating a device to control people's minds. Interestingly, Elon Musk, widely known for Tesla, SpaceX, and Starlink, also owns a company called Neuralink. This company has been working for years on a device that connects the human brain to a computer. For now, the primary focus of Neuralink is treating conditions like paralysis, Alzheimer's, and epilepsy, but a prototype of this device is expected to be unveiled in 2025. Another prediction was about cryptocurrency. In a 2020 episode, Professor Frink created his own cryptocurrency called Frink Coin and became the richest man in Springfield. Experts believe that 2025 could be the year of cryptocurrency dominance, especially since Donald Trump promised to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. The Simpsons also predicted fusion energy in 1996, a technology far superior to today's renewable sources like solar and wind energy. In 2022, a lab in California successfully demonstrated a nuclear fusion reaction, an event The Simpsons hinted at decades ago. Finally, in a 1995 episode, Lisa was seen using a holographic phone, where the person on the other end appeared as a 3D projection. Companies like Meta have but is all of this truly prediction or just coincidence? Many The Simpsons predictions have turned out to be true, but some have been misrepresented. For example, the glowing orb photo of Trump and King Salman from 2017 was falsely claimed to be predicted by The Simpsons in 2002. In reality, The Simpsons created this scene after the real-life event occurred. Similarly, Trump's escalator scene was drawn and aired after he actually did it in 2015, not before. The truth is that The Simpsons writers are highly observant and analyze trends in technology, politics, and society, making educated guesses. And with over 700 episodes, it's only natural that some ideas coincidentally match real events. So, is The Simpsons predicting the future, or are we just seeing what we want to believe?